Hello and welcome to another TeckWrapCraft YouTube tutorial. My name is Maria Russell from Maria Russell Designs, and in today's video I will be sharing with you how I made these Father's Day t-shirts showcasing the Puff heat transfer vinyl from TeckWrap. So here are my blanks today, and I'm using the Puff vinyl in Tiffany and the other one is in Puff White, as well as my blanks, and I have the standard mat and the tools that I will be using today for the project. I also have the t-shirt guidelines so I can center the design, some measuring tape, a craft mat, a Teflon sheet if I need it later on. So the first thing that I do is actually measure the t-shirt size, and for this extra large t-shirt, it's about 24 inches wide and about 34 inches tall. So the reason why I'm using my measuring tape is because I want to make sure that my design is centered onto the t-shirt, and I'm just writing down the estimate of what I would like the size of the design to be. I always have my pen on my side and some scratch paper so that I can write down the estimate. So here we are in the Cricut design space, and at first I wanted this to be 16 by 8 or 9 or something like that, but then I decided to make it a lot smaller because I think it's just proportionate to the size of the size of the shirt. So here I am. I'm not sure why the design is requiring a 12 by 24 mat. So instead of using the TeckWrapCraft mat, I use my Cricut mat in the size of 12 by 24. So I mirrored the design since this is a heat transfer vinyl. And then all you have to do is connect your Cricut machine or your Silhouette, and then go to the everyday iron on. And I always go for the more pressure when it comes to cutting so that it cuts very clean. And don't forget that when you're adhering your vinyl to your mat, you have to turn the shiny side down so that it cuts, because you will be mirroring the design. So I'm just using the squeegee tool here to get rid of bubbles so that the vinyl adheres more on the Cricut mat. And then we are now ready to cut the design. I have my laptop here, and I just loaded my Cricut mat with the Puff HTV, and it's just cutting the design continuously. And here's another hack for you. If you have a really long mat, you can also use your craft vinyl under the mat so that it rolls while it's cutting the design, and I will be showing you that later on today. And here is my favorite part. I use some tape to kind of hold down the vinyl, and we will be using this amazing tool from TeckWrapCraft, the weeding tool. And I use some tape there and some my plant there just to put something heavy so that the vinyl doesn't roll. And now it's the time to weed out the design. I kind of love this part because it's very therapeutic for me, and I'm just weeding it out and then using the tool to get rid of the other little pieces to finish the weeding part of the design. And here's what it looks like once it's all weeded out, and I really love that it weeded out so cleanly. I'm using my lint roller here just to get rid of anything on the shirt, and then also using my heat press here just to get rid of the wrinkles on the shirt or any moisture on the shirt. I have my t-shirt guide here to find out where the middle of my shirt is, but of course I'm still using my measuring tape just to make sure that I have everything in the middle. So I kind of put the design temporarily to find the center there, and I'm fussing around here so much, but I really want this shirt to be perfect. And now I will be using the measuring tape again just to make sure that everything is centered perfectly. So the recommended heat is about 310 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm just going to heat press this for 15 seconds on the right hand side first, using a little bit of pressure, and then I'm going to do the same on the left side. Last week I created some shirts for me and I made a mistake on the pressure and the heat. I kind of used 320 for 20 seconds and it didn't turn out so well. So this one perfectly puffed and I really love how this one turned out. I was extremely happy that I didn't make a mistake this time because I didn't want to ruin the blank. So for the next shirt, I will just be doing the same process. I found this design from Cricut Design Space. I have a subscription, so I just went ahead and downloaded it on my computer. And we will be adhering this vinyl again, shiny side down, and I'm just using the TeckWrap vinyl there, or the squeegee, to adhere it properly. So I found this hack from Jennifer Maker from YouTube to use your roll under the mat so that it cuts perfectly, and I really love that hack from her. So now I'm just weeding out the vinyl, and this will take a while because of the little pieces here, and I wasn't really sure how the shirt would turn out, but luckily it was really nice. And I know you can't tell from the photo, but you will be seeing it here that it puffed so perfectly. So now I'm just weeding out the last bits of it, and this is what it looks like. And now we are ready to press this design. I'm using my lint roller here again with the t-shirt ruler guide, and I'm just making sure that the design is right in the middle of the blank. And then my temperature is set to 310 degrees and press it for 15 seconds. I know from a distance it was really hard to tell if it actually puffed, but it really did. I will be slowing down the video here in just a second so that you will be able to see the whole design. And see, you can't really tell until I kind of lifted the shirt a little bit here, and now you see that it actually puffed so perfectly. So here are the two shirts again for Father's Day for my husband. The white shirt that has my kids' names on it, and then the other design that I found from Cricut Design Space. I really love TeckWrapCraft Puff HTV, and I highly recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have any questions, please leave us a comment down below. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Thank you again for stopping by, and happy crafting!